Hungarian Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who purportedly tortured and murdered hundreds of young women in the 16th and 17th century, was born. George Washington ordered the creation of the first U.S. military decoration, the Bridge of Military Merit, today called the Purple Heart, which was later awarded to 3 Revolutionary War soldiers for bravery in action. A group of South American insurgents under Simón Bolívar defeated Spanish forces at the Battle of Boyacá, which freed New Guinea, Colombia, and Venezuela from Spanish control. Dancer and countenance Mata Hari, whose name became synonymous for the seductive female spy, was born in Leeuwarden, Netherlands. The first murders committed by Jack the Ripper took place in London's East End. Ababi Bakili, an Ethiopian runner who was the first athlete to win 2 Olympic marathons, was born in Montana. Saudi Arabia gained petroleum concessions for the entire kingdom to Standard Oil Company of California. In the Allies' first major offensive in the Pacific Theater during World War II, U.S. Marines on this day in 1942 landed in Guantanamo and captured the airfield from Japan, sparking a battle that lasted some 6 months. At the Olympics in London, track and field athlete Fanny Blankens-Koen, who was pregnant with her 3rd child, helped the Dutch team win 4x10 relay, becoming the first woman to capture 4 gold medals in a single game. She earlier had won the 100 meters and 200 meters and the 80-meter hurdles. Oliver Hardy, member of the Laurel and Hardy, the first great Hollywood motion picture comedy team, died in Hollywood, California. Côte d'Ivoire gained independence from France. French-born Philip Petit walked on high wire between the newly built Twin Towers of the World Trade Centers in New York City, about 1,350 feet, or 411 meters above ground. He was arrested, but charges were later dismissed. The U.S. and Iranian governments announced that Iran would spend $10 billion for military purchase from the United States in the years between 1975 and 1980. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, said that the U.S. wanted a powerful Iran in the Middle East. U.S. President Jimmy Carter declared a federal health emergency in Love Canal, a neighborhood in Niagara Falls, New York, following the leakage of toxic chemicals buried under the community. It was the worst environmental disaster involving chemical waste in U.S. history. 4 of the 5 former presidents of Central America countries who 10 years earlier signed a Esquipulas peace agreement to end the series of civil wars and unrest that were raging in the region. Oscar Arias of Costa Rica, Vinco Sergio of Guatemala, Jose Azanca of Honduras, and Daniel Ortega of Nicaragua. The 5th, Jose Napoleon Duterte, was deceased. Reunite for the anniversary in the small Guatemala town. The Chapel of the Holy Rood in 14th century Castle, Carlazon near Pagu, is reconstructed after 9 years of restoration work, 640 years after its original construction. American baseball player Barry Bonds hits his 756th career home run, breaking the record set by Hank Aaron. American golfer Louis Suggs, a pioneer of women's golf, who co-founded in 1950 the Ladies Professional Golf Association and won 61 career LPGA tournaments, died at the age of 91.